We are here to talk about the 3 barriers to wealth. 3. Are you ready? Number 1, education. I don't know about you, but I was not pulled over in high school to teach me about money. No one taught me much more than writing a check. I think I learned how to write a check. But no one taught me how to buy stocks, and they all say save, right? We all heard save your money. But they didn't say how to make it grow and what is compound interest and how do you pay less on loans because you have a great credit score. They didn't really tell us much. So the first barrier is education. Now, some of you may be thinking, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I hate education. And I hate everything to do with money and finances, and I hate all that. It's okay. I got you. It's okay. You don't have to like it. The people that do not enjoy it do not have to learn everything. You have to learn just enough to take care of yourself and your family. And then you have to learn how to hire what you don't want to do. That's okay. Then the other part of you might be saying, oh, I like this. I kind of like education. And here's the trick with this. Find someone you can relate to. Find someone that you can understand. There's a lot of advisors out there that speak in like big words and, the acronyms and all that. And we don't need that. We want to find someone that can actually teach us simple things about money. And then you're going to feel so much better. I promise you. It will relieve stress. You're going to feel more empowered the more you know. And then you'll learn what you like and what you don't like. Because really, we just don't like what we don't know. I hope that makes sense. The second barrier is actually anger. Yeah, I know it sounds kind of weird, huh? If we've ever been betrayed, or we didn't feel that we got a good deal on something around money, or some of you might even be divorced, and it might have been an issue going through divorce and the money and child support and alimony and splitting up goods or anything like that. Anger is a barrier. Now, anger is good because it's just an emotion, and we need to realize what makes us angry. So I'm not mad at anger. I like anger because it tells me when my body's had enough or when my mind has had enough. It's what we do with that anger that counts. So if you've ever had an instance where you can kind of still feel angry about it, then I like my clients to write a letter. So I know it sounds hokey maybe, but if we want to get the anger out of our body and do something constructive with it. So if you're mad at a previous situation, then write a letter to that person. It could even be your parents. It could be your childhood. It could be where you grew up. And they might have had arguments over money. And then it kind of gave you a dichotomy of spend money and save money and don't spend money and spend money. And in your mind's going, oh my gosh, what do I do and what do I spend money on? You might want to write a letter to your parents and say, thanks so much for trying to raise me, but you totally screwed me up on the money side of things. And that's okay. Nobody has to see the letter. You can burn it. You can get rid of it. It's kind of like a little ceremony. But we want to get anger out of our body. And we want to get rid of the anger so that we can learn from it and not do that again. That's the second barrier. Our third barrier, here you go, forgiveness. It's a big one. It's a really big one. I look at my day every day at the end of my day and say, okay, what could I have done better? Who do I need to say I'm sorry to? Usually it's the 800 number of people who call me all the time that drive me crazy. It could even be driving. It could be snapping at someone. I am very known now in my community and my friends and family and even clients. I'll call and say, I could have said that better earlier today and I apologize for the way that came out. It is okay to say, I am sorry. Let's say it all together. I'm sorry. None of us are perfect at all. I mean, I'm a Virgo, total perfectionist, and I had a childhood wound of needing to be perfect. So talk about perfectionism crazy, right? But I learned that I don't have to be perfect, and I'm okay, and I love myself exactly the way I am. I'm learning every day to do better, and I'm right on track, and everything's okay. So a lot of the forgiveness is forgiving myself. And then we come in with forgiving other people. Now, forgiveness does not mean I need to go to lunch with you. Forgiveness does not mean I want to have you back even into my life. It just doesn't mean that. It just means that I'm going to let go of the past and I'm going to focus on the future and how I want to create my reality for my future. So I hope that makes sense for you. Thank you.